The COVID-19 pandemic has shaken up nearly every consumer category, influencing new consumer behaviours, stifling entire industries, and inspiring growth in others, including the wellness and fitness sector. Hello and welcome to Doing Business in Rwanda. I'm your host, Ridhima Shukla. In this episode, we look at new trends in health and fitness and bring you the post-pandemic revival story of 3 establishments in Kigali. Stay tuned. Pre-pandemic wellness emerged as a highly profitable consumer spending opportunity over the last decade. But the spread of the COVID-19 virus has greatly impacted all close contact service businesses. Avoiding exposure, the sharing of personal space, and following best practices for prevention is now the new normal. We met with the founder of Retreat and Haven in Kigali to find out how it has adapted and coped with the new order of doing business.
Well, it was tough. I mean, we didn't shut down. We stayed open. We were resilient, and we tried to keep as many people employed as we could. But all of us were hit majorly. So I think in the beginning of the pandemic, we pretty much shut down and just kept the doors open for the few customers who would come in. It took several months for us to kind of gauge how to now embrace our local community. So for me, it was sort of a new beginning and a new way of looking at my business. You know, we actually built this business for tourists and to encourage people to spend more time in Kigali. And then when COVID hit, we realized if flights have shut down and tourists aren't coming, it's more about our domestic and local community and domestic tourism. And that's when I came up with the concept of day packages and wellness and fitness and kind of in embracing our beautiful community to come in and enjoy these facilities. Because before the pandemic, it was mostly international tourists and business travelers coming to be here. So we did go through a very, very difficult year and a half.
The Retreat and Haven did not start out as a wellness center, but the hotel and restaurant has evolved into a new category of hospitality, focused on self-care and relaxation.
You know, wellness wasn't really part of my business until I would say about 4 years ago when we built the Retreat and we realized we wanted the spa and the wellness to be part of the whole experience for our visitors. And then I realized, why be exclusive? Why not be inclusive and invite anybody who wants to walk in to join the fitness classes? And it worked. And I think people are looking for dedicated space where they can either meditate or practice yoga with an instructor or without. I want to do more and more around wellness, and I am really pleased to say that it's a real mix of the Rwandan and expat community. It's really nice because I always wanted to pursue health and wellness somehow in my career. This is my education and background, and now I finally am, and kind of incorporating it into what we do here. My mother's a yoga teacher, and she said, honey, don't call it the Retreat because that's for yoga. And I said, Mom, don't worry, one day we're going to be having yoga retreats here. And we certainly are. We're actually we're hosting more of that.
The pandemic has revealed the importance of taking care and control of one's health, more so than ever. And wellness centers like the Retreat are now being flocked by a new wave of clients.
For people who were closed up in their homes and were not able to see loved ones and go about their normal activities, it was very difficult. And I see that there's a resurgence in fitness and activities for well-being. I think people are anxious to get started again.
Now being able to find places to practice yoga daily, I was completely delighted with that. So, you know, whether it is here, whether it's at Ituze, whether it's Yego Yoga, having multiple places and multitude of teachers at the gyms, just having that variety, I was very impressed with it.
I'm very happy that after COVID we can already practice again in real classes, eye to eye. We can see each other, we can feel each other. Even with a social distance, we are so lucky that we can practice together.
While people are beginning to resume interactions, fear of exposure and new variants of the virus continue to raise alarm.
Everything is a worry. Now, whenever you go to the supermarket, whenever you do anything, you're worried about contamination, you're worried about germs and being out and vulnerable. And it's all about minimizing that risk.
All businesses had to adopt several practices to ensure the safety of their employees and customers, the wellness industry even more so.
At this point, we have become experts in how to really respect the COVID safety rules and guidelines that have been presented by RBC and RDB, and we are very confident now with our staff and everyone who works in this facility. We understand social distancing, disinfecting surfaces, keeping distance, controlling the guests when we can. It's a fine balance in hospitality to be warm and welcoming and also remind our clients at the same time. We all have to help, in a way, police each other and remind each other to keep the masks on and to keep our distance, because we're all in this together and we're all impacted.
Recent studies confirm that the pandemic has had severe impact on people's mental health. Being confined to homes and the private space has resulted in increased stress levels, leading to physical discomfort. Physical therapist Peter from Kigali explains the evolution of pain due to stress and worry caused by the pandemic.
Depending from the stress is different to other posture pain, because the person is really get the whole muscle become tight. It becomes hard even to relax by himself, or even when to do because it's more coming from the mental than when it is pain coming from a posture. Okay, you can, if you change the posture, then sometimes it helps to relieve the pain level. My patient came to me saying they have a lot of pain, the upper back pain, and which is causing the headache due to the stress what they are passing through.
Pain from stress is now more common, making the retreat spa and physical therapy treatments a highly sought after service.
They are coming more often compared to how it was, because now the services were open, and we have tried to tell everyone around, and even the hotel guests, they are feeling happy of the service because we are giving many massages. We are doing many massages because we have found out that many people didn't do the massage in the pandemic. So we are trying to do more massage, providing to every guest a massage here in the hotel and doing some promotion outside of the hotel.
Since the end of the lockdown, pain management, stress relief and physical therapy are not the only services in high demand. In fact, hair and skin treatments for beauty garner more customers and at a higher frequency. Our next case is a local beauty parlor which claims that their sales are better today than they were before the pandemic.
You know, our business depends on touching. Like if I have to touch your hair, your skin, your nails, we took all the precautions that needed. We sterilize everything, the tools that we use gloves, we wear masks, we clean all the place using all the liquids that needed or the tools that needed to keep the place clean. We sterilize all our tools. We have a lot of customers, they come for our services, they enjoy all of it. So the business started to come back maybe more than good.
In accordance with the trend, the parlour's most popular service is a combination of beauty and stress relief.
We have a service called the Moroccan bath. It's kind of therapy for the body. They enjoy it too much, so a lot of customers, they come to see the service and to test it, because somehow it's new culture for the salon and for the country. We started to introduce this service because no one know about it here, to make people enjoy like a spa, but it's a special spa. When we introduced this unique service, more and more customers came to test, and everyone tell his friends, her family to come and to test the service.
Uncertainties in consumer behavior, change in trends, can create massive risks to new businesses. We met with the general manager of Fitness Point to talk about opening a close contact indoor service-based business during a pandemic and surviving it.
When we started all of this project, we did not really expect that a pandemic was a thing that was going to happen. And then it gets to the point where we have started everything, buying materials and then making the place being ready. And then in the middle of nowhere, like in March, as we all of us know, the pandemic came and then the lockdown came in. That was even before we were ready to open. The material was here, but we were planning to install them, but the construction was also not yet done. And then it put us in a situation where it was really, really confusing and wondering like, should I really proceed and continue? But and it put us in a situation where we had to invest double of the money we had planned in the first place. So now, I'll not say that we are currently like in a bad condition, because we have clients now, people have started coming in, but of course because it's December now, the numbers are going down again. But we are very optimistic. We believe that when January hit, people will say, okay, fine, it was just to enjoy, to feel like we're alive again, but let's go back again to exercise, because we can't deny that also being in the gym, exercising and feeling good about, you have done something healthy for your body. It's very important and very positive in a way that we feel like we can fight against this pandemic.
Despite their struggles, the gymnasium boasts a number of happy customers today.
During the lockdown, it had really a huge impact on our daily activities and usual activities. But by the time things started to open up and the pandemic started to go down, it's like it was a rebirth. It was like life was starting again.
I think reopening the gym was a great idea. Yeah, everybody's happy. We're trying to be healthy as possible.
Rwanda's infrastructure supports a healthy lifestyle, with paved roads, sidewalks and parks. Its culture as well as policy encourages the same, with car-free Sundays, runs with the president and plenty of green space. The country's strict policy for controlling the spread of COVID-19 virus makes it one of the safest places to be in Africa. And businesses in the health and wellness sector continue to strive for building customer confidence to match the nation's quality of life and health goals. You were with me, Ridhima Shukla. Thank you for watching.